Welcome back, strongman, arm wrestling and boxing fans. And kicking off today for today's video, we're going to be speaking about King of the Table, which is an official brand partnership between Personal Record from Larry Wheels and also World Armwrestling League, which will be hosted on Core Sports World, which is happening this Friday, May the 28th, with official commentators here. Commentators obviously being Neil Pickup, and also we've got Big Loss from the UK. As we know, Big Loss has done quite a lot of commentary for Core Sports World, particularly World's Ultimate Strongman for us over the last year and a half. So it's nice to see him jumping on board with this one as well. Also, the official ref will be from the legendary Bill Collins. So obviously a great team there behind these guys, and here are the actual times listed here across the world if you guys need to know obviously when and where it will be hosted, or where you can view it from your country and district. Obviously go on Core Sports World's Instagram or the website, and all the information is there for you to sign up and pay for it, and a pay-per-view event. So first of all, we've speaking about Larry Wheels and Aleksandr Toproll. These two obviously have fought before. Obviously when Larry wasn't as serious with arm wrestling, it was kind of like he was jumping on board because he just wanted to see what he was capable of, really, because as we know, Larry's very strong, one of the strongest, he is the strongest bodybuilder in the world, probably the strongest of all time. And in the early days when we saw him jumping on board with arm wrestling, it was obviously more of an interest, and he wasn't taking it, in my opinion, as seriously in terms of like the history, the technique, other factors separate to just being big and strong. So this obviously he's seeking redemption here against Schoolboy. That's his nickname. And Schoolboy is a Russian guy. He's only 23, so a couple of years younger than Larry, but nonetheless, he's still a pretty big guy. He's topping over 110 in kilos, that is, and he holds his own. He's a great arm wrestler, and I've seen lots of videos of him smashing people, of all types of sizes and backgrounds, and he's definitely a one to look forward to and watch out for in the future in terms of potential champ, because he's already doing amazing things in the sport. So Larry and Schoolboy will be the official undercard for the main event, which is Michael Todd against Devon Larratt. And as we know, this is their facing for the third time. So this is the trilogy fight, and it's the decider because they've both won one comp each. And I have another video on that, which I've made before, which I'll link at the end of this video, so you can check that out, a bit more info on them. Obviously focusing more on these two chaps at the moment. In terms of obviously how it's going to work for this pay-per-view event, like I mentioned, it's going to be available on Core Sports World. It's going to be held in Dubai at the Conrad Hotel, and obviously, as we know, it seems to be quite a common thing now for sporting events, particularly anything strongman related, to be hosted there. So anyway, this is a super match, and obviously this is a right-handed super match as well. So obviously Schoolboy and Larry are both right-handed, so they'll be going up against one another like that. It's the best of 5 in a super match as well. And they must always keep their opposite hand on the peg. So, and then one foot must remain on the floor all time. So, and once that referee starts a match, the competitor must touch the pin with the pad or any portion of the opposite wrist to fingertips area. A win can also be called by a parallel pin, which means the opponent's hand or wrist breaks the pin line. There's going to be a 60-second break between those pins, and the first competitor to score 3 wins and will be the victor. So obviously I mentioned before about these two chaps here, legends of the sport, Larratt and Todd. They're come up against each other again. This has been going since 2011, so 10 years now of these two competing, and that is going to be an epic showdown, and I'm super stoked and excited for that. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about Larry and Schoolboy, the rematch. Who do you think is going to take this one? And also, what do you think about Larratt and Todd? Let me know in the comment section below, and we'll see what you think. Personally, for me, I think Larratt is going to take this one against Todd, and also believe because Larry's taken his training so much more seriously, he's got a coach, a proper decent coach, and he's really said he's focusing purely on arm wrestling, not so much on powerlifting, strongman anymore. I believe that he's probably learned a lot, and you can see he's constantly posting on his YouTube that he's practicing various opponents, and let's face it, he knows a lot more about the sport, and he's got better techniques. So I believe with that, coupled with his amazing strength and size, he's got what it takes basically to beat Schoolboy this time. But we'll see. Schoolboy is definitely not an underdog, and as we know, he's already beaten Larry once before, albeit he had less experience at the time, Larry, but Larry's a much bigger chap, and most people would assume different. But anyway, let me know in the comment section below. So separate to that, the next story, Bjornsson versus Vallily. Now, this is going to be Hafthor's second exhibition match, and as some of you may remember, he was actually meant to have a fight with Godly Strong, aka Aleksandr Simon, but obviously that didn't happen, or it's not going to happen. This is the original photo here for the promo, because Godly Strong actually really ruptured his bicep in training, so unfortunately that was cancelled. But anyway, here are the times again for the actual fight, which is going to be the main event. There's going to be many other fights that night, by the way, guys and girls, for the boxings, not just these two only. A little bit about Simon, so those who don't know Simon. So Simon's an English boxer, professional boxer. He's born in 1985, so he's 35. And during his amateur career, he actually was part of the GB squad, and he actually won gold at the 2010 Commonwealth Games in Delhi. So, you know, he certainly has done some great things in his career as an amateur and a professional. His total fights is 21, wins 17, wins by KO 7. He's had 3 losses and 1 draw. So he also fights at the heavyweight and cruiserweight level. So naturally, he's big enough to take on Hafthor. Now, Hafthor is looking pretty damn lean and you know, stacked, in my opinion. He's obviously, as we know, he's cut down over 50 kilos since he started the weight loss journey from professional strongman to boxer in prep for the Eddie Hall fight. However, that doesn't mean he's obviously improved his skill or technique anymore from the first fight he had with Stephen Ward, that first exhibition match. Now, when I've looked at the training videos that he's posted, as we know, of course, he could be just trying to dupe people and pretend that he's not improved or he's not improving. But from the first fight, you know, there was a lot of, you know, how can I say, constructive criticism online and trolling about, you know, the fact that he was awful, basically. For me, I was on the fence. I didn't think he did too bad, but he could obviously do a lot better. It was only exhibition match, just like this one with Simon, so you can't obviously go to it. There cannot be a knockout, and they can't seriously hurt one another. But nonetheless, it's going to be very interesting to see at what sort of level Hafthor's at now, a couple months down the line, obviously getting closer and closer to the big fight in Las Vegas in September with Eddie, like I mentioned. And I'm hoping we're going to see a bit more of a polished boxer coming through. Hopefully it won't be, you know, as underwhelming as the first exhibition fight, but you know, got to give the guy some credit and chances and allowances, because he at the end of the day, he's a massive guy, even still with all the weight lost, and ultimately he's not a boxer, he's been a strongman and powerlifter. So we'll see what happens. Now, like I mentioned about Simon, obviously he is and still is a professional boxer. He's from Middlesbrough in Yorkshire, and his stance is orthodox. So got some facts come up here now about him. I'm really hoping we see some good things from him. I really hope he does hurt Hafthor, not in a horrible way, but I want Hafthor to, you know, to get knocked. And it's a thing, you know, with Godly Strong, obviously being another heavyweight big guy, it would have been very interesting to see how he's going to get hurt by someone as big or not bigger than him, because let's face it, Stephen Ward was a slim guy and, you know, couldn't really do as much damage to Hafthor, in my opinion, at the time. So Simon, you know, he's not the biggest guys, but obviously he's big enough to be at that heavyweight and cruiserweight level, so he should inflict some good damage based on the weight he's got behind him and also the experience. You know, he's been a boxer for many years, and with that experience comes a lot of pros for terms of power and whatnot, and also in general his fitness, you know, his cardio and stamina endurance is going to be far better and superior to Hafthor. So, you know, I'm expecting it to hopefully, you know, let's say it's obviously, I hope it's not going to be a draw again. I hope they do it properly in terms of points, but we'll see. We don't know what's going to happen. You know, like I said, they've got to be careful. They can't properly hurt one another, but accidents can happen, and we'll see. I think Simon's going to take it. Again, I know Hafthor's not going there to win. He just wants to experience, and fair play to him. He's doing a good thing to prepare for it. But I don't think he's going to win and hurt Simon. But we could be wrong. Maybe, like I said, he could bring out more. So let me know in the comment section below what you think about this fight. Are you interested in it? Are you going to watch it? Who's going to win, in your opinion, even though it's exhibition? Let me know in the comment section below. Obviously, this is another build-up fight, and I'm not sure there's going to be any others. I don't think there will be. There's nothing on Core Sports World at the moment. If I find anything else out after this fight, I will naturally do a video on that and speak about his possible next opponent. So a great night ahead, guys and girls, on Friday. You know, obviously we've got the King of the Table, two big arm wrestling championships, super ones, coupled with the other athletes who have competed on the night. And again, the same for the boxing. So some exciting things ahead. Look, it's not expensive. Don't be stingy. Sign up, watch the fight and enjoy it. Let me know what you think about the fight and the arm wrestling. So guys, as always, if you like my video, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. Amigo and Finis, signing out.